First, they ignored it because they didn't see it as a threat. Then, they mocked it because they saw the threat rising. Now, Wall Street and big businesses want to embrace cryptocurrency no matter how reluctantly because they realize that it is the future. And these big corporations and Wall Street want to be a part of the future, not relegated to the past. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I've got two articles. First one we're going to read very briefly. It's from Fox Business. And the next one is from Dubrovnik.com, and that's going to, both of them, be in the description box below for you to peruse at your leisure. Wall Street reluctantly embraces crypto. And why wouldn't they? They want to be part of the future. They've realized that their way is not the way. Wall Street has a message for its many clients that have been eager to invest in cryptocurrencies. And that is, okay, we hear you. Yes, it's happening. The largest U.S. banks, security firms, and custodians of many of whom, once greeted the emergence of digital assets with skepticism, are now showcasing their forays into the market. Yes, for the longest time they said, no, don't do this. And now you see them flinging their arms and flailing and trying to get everybody's attention, saying, look what we can do with crypto. We want to be the crypto place that you go to. We love crypto. And they're advertising it and flailing their arms and trying to get everybody's attention. Well, not that long ago, you were against it. And that's all good news for the future of cryptocurrency. It's a moment in time when the traditional industry has woken up and more broadly accepted this is happening, said Walt Lucan, president and chief executive of the Futures Industry Association, a large trade group for the derivatives market. Yes, because cryptocurrency is the future. Now we're going to skip over here to the Dubrovnik Times. It's the pros and cons of cryptocurrency in business. And I'm going to go through the cons and kind of try to debunk their cons if I can. So bear with me to see if I can. The pros and cons of using cryptocurrency in your business. There's pros and cons in everything. There's nothing in the world that is going to be 100% pro. The importance of cryptocurrencies can no longer be ignored. These virtual tokens are coins that are turning out to be extremely acceptable among companies. Yes, because there's faster transaction time, there's no middleman, there's cheaper fees. Why wouldn't you? According to an estimation, around 2,300 U.S. businesses accepted cryptocurrency while making transactions. And that's only going to speed up and get to be more. One of the reasons behind the increased use is a kind of assurance. It's deregulated. No state policy would be able to regulate it. But it will be regulated. You're not going to have a multi-trillion-dollar asset class that is not regulated. No way. And that argument isn't an argument for or against anything. Anything that the governments use is going to be regulated. It's impossible. You are never going to have a government allow an unregulated asset class to run amok. It just won't happen. Cryptocurrency is one kind of digital payment that does not rely on banks to verify transactions. As a result, it makes the financial process much easier and faster. Yes, it doesn't rely on banks. It makes the transactions faster and easier, yes. But it's still going to be regulated. I mean, it has to be. We're not going to have the wild, wild west. And I think if you believe in cryptocurrency, you should accept and embrace regulation. Not all of it's going to be good, not all of it's going to be bad, but it will evolve as time goes on, just like all the regular market and all the other traditional finance investment regulations. The pros of using cryptocurrency in business. 1, it is secure and it is fast. Nobody can deny that. It's very fast. Encryptions are used by cryptocurrency to verify transactions. There is an involvement of advanced coding in the transmission as well as the processing of data. And everything's on the blockchain and kept on the blockchain and can be explored and secure that way. If there's some sort of a nefarious actor involved, everybody can get on the chain and point them out. Blockchain plays its own role in tracking transactions. Moreover, transactions using cryptocurrency in comparison to fiat are quite fast and agile. Yes, they are. They are. You don't have to get a whole bunch of banks together, and banks have to call banks, and they have to accumulate a bunch of money when you want to send money overseas. Now you can just do it in one simple single transaction. Recording in blockchain. The transactions of cryptocurrency are recorded in a public list and is termed a blockchain. Under this very technology, now it becomes extremely easy to record transactions. This is because the technology makes it possible to trace the history of bitcoins and other cryptocurrencies. Yes, there are other cryptocurrencies other than bitcoins, and thus stops people from making transactions, as well as undoing transactions. Stops people from making bad transactions, nefarious transactions is what I would say. Cutting intermediaries. Yeah, you don't have the middleman. Every time you have a middleman, the middleman's standing out there with his hands out, grabbing a bit of the cash that breezes by. And they're doing nothing other than directing. They're getting paid for a little bit of direction of the cash. Every time you knock out that middleman, you make the fees a little bit cheaper because you don't have somebody there that you gotta pay. No banks, no online marketplace. Yes, fees are lower. Growth of the company. With new growth and development comes change. And change can be pretty scary. And that's one of the things holding a lot of people back from cryptocurrency. But every technology, when it comes out, is the same thing. It's kind of scary. Nobody knows what it is. Nobody knows how to use it. And then when it comes out and it actually gets used, well, then the use cases go up and new, improved, better ways to use it come about as well because people are able to use it and explore it. Now, the viewpoint of people on digital transaction is widening. The stiffness is getting melted. Yeah, because, all these top investment corporations that used to say, no, stay away from crypto, are now coming out saying, we love crypto. Look at all the things you can do with crypto. Do your crypto transactions with us. One by one, the dominoes are falling. Now people demand faster and easier modes of payment. If cryptocurrencies are added to business processing, payments will be a lot easier and a lot faster. Easy payment unleashed more and more transactions between entities. And the more and more transactions between entities that happen, the more and more adoption, because the more companies are going to want a piece of that pie. Lower, let's see here, lower transaction fees. Sorry, I lost my spot. Payment services that are operating in the market charge some processing fees. For example, PayPal charges up to about 4% per transaction. Yeah, that's a large fee. That's crazy. We can do better. We are doing better. Better is coming. With cryptocurrency, the charges are almost nil. Yeah, less than a penny for Algorand. And it really works as a big advantage for smaller companies. Yeah, smaller companies paying smaller fees could kind of give them a leg up on these great big huge companies that can afford these fees. Now the cons, and the part where I'm going to try to debunk their cons. Here we go. Amidst the benefits, there are also some gray areas. They are as follows. Losing your virtual wallet. Yes, you can lose your virtual wallet. Yes, store it. Keep it safe. Have a hard copy. Have a hard wallet. There are ways to help you not lose your virtual wallet. You pull money out of the bank, you're carrying a regular wallet, well, you could use your regular wallet, and I guarantee you lose your regular wallet, well, there's no password protection. There's no 25-word protection. There's no fingerprint protection on your wallet, and everybody's going to be able to take the cash and your credit cards and your debit cards and run. Cryptocurrency, you can't do that. No regulation. Well, yes, because it's a new asset class. Every technology, when it comes out, has nothing, and as time goes on, it develops things for it. Cryptocurrency is decentralized, and it is of both advantages as well as disadvantages. Being decentralized means there is no regulation of any central organization, like the Financial Conduct Authority. So there's no rules as well as regulation that act to protect your business. But regulation is incoming. It's inevitable. We're going to have regulation. Just as the third one down here, high volatility. Well, that gets solved with time. The more money that goes into the market, the volatility goes down. You have two people, each one of them puts in $1. One of them gets scared, pulls out $1, and you've got yourself a 50% drop. You have four people put in $1, one of them gets scared, they pull out $1, that's a 25% drop, a 25% less volatility. You have 1,000,000 people put in $1, and one person pulls out $1, and nobody even blinks. Nobody cares. Nobody even knows about it because there's so much money in there. $1 doesn't make a difference. But when you have lower amounts of money, a lower market cap, lower amounts of money create bigger volatility. Volatility will be solved with time and adoption. Problem with acceptability. Again, time. As it gets adopted, it will take place. When debit cards and credit cards first came out and we were moving off checks, not everybody accepted them. Not everybody had the machines. Not everybody had the credit card and debit card machines. And believe it or not, I know you don't think so today if you're a youngster, but there was a time when people weren't really accepting credit cards and debit cards because they didn't understand the technology. They didn't know if it was safe or not. And now look at the world. If you want to know where the future is, you can look at the past. Look at the adoption of some of the technologies we have today. It's going to be the same for the adoption of future technologies. Cryptocurrency is the future. You either get on board or you get relegated to the past. I appreciate your time. You guys are amazing. And I will see you guys on the next one.